Well, no, that's it. That's what's happening now. Instead of actually preventing it, all they're doing is now the NHS is providing these operations for 16-year-olds and 50-year-olds and installing gastric bands in them, which, you know, cost fortunes.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is you'd have to reinvent government. And when I tell them that, they kind of they glaze over because they only do 4 years or 5 years. Though I have given them some smaller ideas, like for instance, that in and around poverty, you've got to encourage and grow college opportunities for people that are not. They're for people like me who will never get to King's College, Cambridge. So I've tried to get them to encourage education that is available for people so that they can learn skills and abilities to move on. And they've done something around that area. And of course, the other thing I've always said to them, that the most important thing is to expand social entrepreneurism.
Absolutely.
You know, like now they've got this thing called the Local Something Act, which came out in earlier this year, which is a great plus. It was a private members. It didn't come from the government. It just got supported by them. And what it means is that lots of small businesses can band together and can bid for a big contract. So rather than give it to some of the big companies, you give it to small local companies who band together. And it's that will, when it starts affecting, will mean that social entrepreneurs and social enterprises can come together as a kind of what do you call it, aggregation, and they can bid for these big jobs. I want to run my own prison. That's what I want. I want to run my own prison. The kids will go in bad and they'll come out better, and I will, because I'll believe in them.
But will you be allowed?
Well, hopefully at some stage I'll be able to put together a number of the big boys and the small boys and maybe make a bid for some jail and say, let's try it out. It is terrible. It is terrible when prisons are just holding pens for people who you can tell off and say, oh, you know, you shouldn't have robbed my granny's house. There's a reason why people rob granny's houses. You know, it doesn't just drop out the sky. You never see a baby in a crib with a brick in their hand, do you?